everyone? It's me, Kevin, and I want to talk about this thing that's going around. Sorry, this. I'm just gonna talk about this thing that's going around right now. So anyway, um, so I was going on Instagram the other day, just like looking around, like doo doo, fun, whatever, and then and then uh then I saw one of the like I was looking at one story, and it said like this like account, the guy who runs this account like beat up an autistic kid. So oh, excuse the noises, but it was like this one guy like beat up an autistic kid, you know, all that, and I was like, so I decided to go to the account, look around, found not much so far, but I kept looking around and I kept seeing that he has a lot of accounts. Like this guy, like his name is Ausaki. I don't know how to say that, and frankly, I don't care. So, like this guy's called Ausaki YT. Like, jeez, like that's a lot. Like, there's like a lot of it. Like, look right here. There is a lot right here. That is a lot of thing. Like, I think he just kept making this and making this because like they were all from a few hours ago, a few hours ago, a few hours ago. Like, it's just what the frick. Like, he kept making so many accounts. I guess he's trying to get away from all this mess that happened. But so sorry. So I just kept looking and looking, and I'm noticing that there's lots of people who are very angry at him. Like, so many people. Like, I kept looking it up. Like, if you guys want to see a name for reference, like, if you guys are curious, like, here it is. I'll focus it in. There you go. And, I decided to keep looking around. He has a YouTube channel, so I looked there. Now, we're going to go on what he's doing there right now. But, so I just kept looking around, and I kept finding lots of YouTube videos of people, like, some people discussing him and stuff. So I looked up on Google. I kept finding something. Now, I'm pretty sure this all happened, like, this whole incident took place in Pennsylvania. I don't know. Apparently someone found his address or whatever, which is weird. Like, why would you guys want to find his address? Like, I know you guys hate him, or like very angry, but why would you do that? But anyway, so they said there's like footage of him beating up an autistic kid. I don't know if he is autistic or not. Like, apparently like I was looking at this one Instagram account, and they said like Jeffrey Strout or something was like, maybe this is the guy who got beat up. It said like I'm not autistic or something. He said leave me alone about getting jumped. I don't know if he is or not. I don't know if that's the actual person. Like, he has no posts on there, and I'm pretty sure it's locked as well, so that's not useful. But yeah, so I don't know if he is autistic or not, but it doesn't matter, like, in this situation, because either way, whether he's autistic or not, it's not the right thing to do to beat up on someone. Now, anyway, I noticed there were some footage, like, released on YouTube, but they were deleted, and, well, YouTube would obviously delete that, and I guess I could understand that, but my curiosity was, I want to see this footage. And then I come up on this channel. This channel is called Encrypted Gaming. I'll link their video on this situation below, although it's 17 minutes, so if you want to waste that much time, then there you go. But here's the thing, like on this channel, you're actually able to see two footages from two different angles of the whole incident. Now, the first footage was where they had, the guy, like 2 or 3 beating this one kid up, and you know, and like around this time this footage was rolling, there were actually people coming in to help, like, you know, stop the fight. And, you know, they did actually get the fight to stop, but here's the thing. The kid wasn't fighting back. Now people keep mentioning this, the word autistic, like maybe he can't fight back or something like that. I don't know. But if there's like 3 guys fighting you, then you probably wouldn't have a chance of fighting back. So you'd probably like he was like there just like doing this. Like the kid was like trying to, you know, try to protect himself, which I'm just so angry about this. Like, you don't know the rage I'm going through all this. Like, really. And then the next part, like when they leave, this one guy, I think this may be the Ausaki or something kid, he called them well, I'm not allowed to swear, so forgive my PG channel saying thing, but like, he called them the P word. And if you don't know what it is, starts with the P, ends with the Y, you know, it's related. People usually associate this word with cats and such, but he called them that as soon as he and the group left. I'm just so angry at them. Like, I take this very personally because, you know, he's a human being. Why would you call him that? Like, what the frick's wrong with you? Like, what's wrong with you if you just beat up on a kid and just go away? You know, he hasn't made an apology. Well, okay, maybe not on his YouTube channel, but do you want to know what he's doing right now? Do you want me to show you what he's doing on YouTube right now? Because he has a YouTube channel. It's the same name as the Instagram. Here is what he's doing right now. He's playing Fortnite. He isn't like gonna clear up any of this, is he? He's just playing Fortnite. The frick's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? If you just beat up a kid and then you just go and play Fortnite? Like, maybe he did apologize, but like, the frick? You didn't make a video. Like, if you check all his things, it's just YouTube videos. Look right here. Oh, whoops, sorry. Let me get rid of that. Look right here. It's just YouTube videos of Fortnite. Like, this happened like a few days ago, probably. Like 1 day ago, 2? I don't know. Like, what's wrong with you? I would just like to say that I'm not usually a person that gets very angry. I'm usually a person that, oh, sorry, that was my dog, but I'm usually a person that just, I'm a positive person. Like, I'm nice to everyone. I'm never like mean to everyone. Like, many of my friends will tell you that I'm a nice, you know, good person, you know. Like, I never try to annoy anyone. I try to stay, like, away from that area of annoying them. I just try to be a nice person, and this situation just made me so angry. I'm like, you beat up a kid, and then after that, you just go and play some Fortnite, because, yeah, it's a new trendy thing. Like, okay, fine. If you like Fortnite, you think it's a fun game, fine. But no, like, any Fortnite, like, anyone who plays Fortnite with common sense would not just fight someone and then just go, ooh, let's play a game called Fortnite live stream on YouTube. No, you don't do that. Like, you know, I'm out. Sorry, I just left. You know, this day hasn't been the best day. Like, it isn't terrible. Like, I like it, but like, my day hasn't that been good. Like, earlier today, like, something about Trump getting rid of Obamacare or something. Well, yay, can't wait to follow up on how to ruin our lives. And also Betsy DeVos wanting to, like, cut funding for Special Olympics. Yay, good job, Trump administration. You suck at your jobs. Although Betsy DeVos is probably more inexperienced than Trump is at being president. Like, at least Trump is trying. Like, Betsy DeVos just annoys me. The frick. But, okay. Maybe I'm being a little too negative. Maybe this whole negativity is coming from this whole situation, because now my day is getting crap. This is just on a whole new level of bad and stupid. Like, okay, you can question, like, the Trump administration and all of their stuff, but they didn't beat up someone. Here, this guy beats up someone and plays Fortnite. What the frick is wrong with you? Like, let's see what this guy is watching right now. Did he just finish live streaming? He just finished live streaming. Like I showed you guys, he was live streaming. Okay. Okay. Like, okay. Here's what I mean. You don't just do that, though. That's just a terrible thing to do. And, like, I'm a positive person, like I'm saying, but I just, like, really? Like, it's not just him. It's the two other people that were there and beating someone up. Like, how did this whole thing start? Okay, alrighty. So, I don't want to make any assumptions, because I don't want to misrepresent what I'm talking about. Because this is an opinionated piece. I want to at least get the facts right. Like, know what the facts are, and give my thoughts. But, like, okay, we don't know how this situation started. Well, at least in my perspective. Like, maybe someone at Pennsylvania does. But, like, maybe the kid called him, like, a jerk or something, you know, and then the fight started. But, still, 3 guys beating up a person, and that's the like, what the frick? You don't just, like, I wouldn't even make that assumption that this person called him a jerk or something, unless, we don't know the situation. But judging by the kid's reaction, he looks like he was scared. He looked like, his face was red, like, not like bruises, but more like stress. The kid looked very stressed when he was, like, getting beaten up by by 3 guys. And then those 3 guys leave, you know, just like, what the frick? He's like crying and stuff. Like, if you want to see this footage, go check out Encrypted Gaming. Like, I think it's around the 3rd minute mark or something. Like, just watch the video for first few minutes. Like, I'll put a link, and like in the first few minutes they show the clip of 2 of the clips that actually went down, like, or at least the last few seconds of the fight. Because what was that? Sorry. I don't know what's wrong with humans these days. Like, it's just very angry to me. Like, what is wrong with you? Okay, so I want to get away from this repetitive, like, what's wrong with you? Why'd you do this? Okay? Like, I also want to, like, I've already got that point down. I've beaten that horse so many times now. So, to get away from that, let's talk about how the people's reaction are here. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about the reaction to all this. Now, like I said, this one person posted a story on Instagram that made me hear about the situation. And I will admit, the reaction is too extreme. Like, I don't know, so many people are saying, like, you know, you should die, I hope you get beat up, or something like that. I'm like, okay, this is going a little too far. Like, I don't think we should go down his level. Like, the way, like, I discussed the situation, how you don't beat up, like, how it's wrong to just beat up a kid, you know, call him, use vulgar language to describe him, and then just like play Fortnite afterwards, no apology or anything. Freaking dick. But you don't just go on the internet and just say, you're a freaking jerk, you should die, or you should get beat up, or, glad that your friend is dead or something. Like, I'm like, okay, you guys are going a little too far. Like, I can understand your passion and hatred for this person, but I don't think you should go as far to say those things, because you're going down his level. We are better than that. We don't deserve to go that far down. Like, we as a people should not go down that level. We should do better than that. We can call him out. Yes, like, that's the wrong thing to do. What's wrong with you? Or, what the frick's wrong with you? Or, you know what? You're a jerk. Well, maybe not. Well, I'm fine with you calling him a jerk. Like, dude, you're a jerk. Why would you do that? Or, apologize, you freaking idiot. Like, you shouldn't go as far low as you can. Like he talked about his friend, and like in one of his many accounts, and there were some people saying glad he's dead. I'm like, why? Like, why would you say that? Like, this friend did nothing. He was just like he died or something like a few months ago. Why would you bring him into all this? Like, why would you do that? It makes no sense. Like, I don't think you should go as far as to do that. Like, that is a bit cruel and, like, just as bad as beating up a kid and using vulgar language against him. And then, like, what's wrong with the world today? First, like, this isn't the first time I was angry about this about an Instagram thing. Like, before I found out about this, I had this another friend who's Brit. Like, some of you may know him. He put up this post. Let me find it, because this guy is also a freaking jerk. Like, let me find him. Like Brit mentioned this guy, and alright, there it is. Alright. There's this guy, Zas or whatever. Zastrix. Okay, he says he's a white supremacist that has done such horrible acts like being enthusiastic about the New Zealand shooting just because those victims were Muslim, defending pedophiles for overall disgusting actions, and also a hypocrite when trying to defend themselves. And yeah, like why? Like this is a post I found. This is a post I literally found. Like, I don't know if you can see it. Like, I found it on Brit's post, and then look what the frick! He said, ever since I was little, I always was a Nazi. It started on Minecraft. Role-playing as a Nazi and building Nazi flags and bases. Like, what the frick? This is probably what started my hatred growing. And then, after that, this other thing happened. Ausaki. Like, what the frick? Okay, but let's go back to the topic at hand. Anyway, so here is the big issue I have with people's reaction. Like I said, they're going a little too extreme. I could understand their anger, but they shouldn't go that far down his level. And the reason I also mentioned this, because Brit also said bully him. I'm like, you can say your, like, you can give your anger toward him, like, with comments and stuff, but you shouldn't go as far as to bully him, because then you're as low as they are. You are at the scum level as they are. Like, seriously, let's say this is the level of good human beings And right here is the level of bad human beings. Right now, beating up a kid, well, at this point, which was defenseless with 3 people, and then, calling him whatever the frick you want just to insult him, and then playing Fortnite afterwards without no apology, that is at the low level. But saying lots of extreme stuff as anger against him, you are very close by at that point. And wanting to bully him, that's also low. But you voicing your outrage in a more civilized manner, that's up there. Now, okay, this is the real world. We're not going to get that civilized way because Twitter, thankfully, not thankfully, sadly ended that at this point. But we should at least have some way of being civil to others, at least. Like, express your outrage all you want. Just don't go so far and so low that you're basically almost as, wrong as those people that you're trying to say they're wrong and freaking jerks. Because the kid that, because those 3 people beating that kid up, they're cowards. I'm just going to call them cowards because they're like, oh, we're beating them up. And then they just run away. I think I've heard them laughing. And they're just like, oh, I'm going to insult him because I guess I'm cool. Here's the thing. Teenagers freaking suck. I'm a teenager. Okay, maybe I'm being a hypocrite or something. I'm not that bad as a teenager because, like I said, usually nice. Sometimes I can get angry, but still. Teenagers can suck. They can be moody many times. They could be angry, happy, angry, happy. That can be me sometimes. I can feel those emotions many times. They can be destructive as well. They really can be. Mostly because they're at the point where they're not thinking as well as adults are. But anyone... Sorry. But, anyone with common sense would not go do any of those bad things that I mentioned. Alrighty, so before I end this video, I'd like to say, if you want to, I put in the beginning of the video, if you want a more descriptive thing or whatever about this whole situation, go watch a channel that go watch this video that I put in the link in the description below, because I think you'll get a better and more detailed analysis and more information from that guy. I'm just giving my opinions, my outrage, and my freaking loathing of this. This is one of my most angriest videos. I've always at some point put a rant video in here, and that's because I want to give my thoughts and opinions and why this is wrong. I don't put my rants unless I need to tell you guys why I'm angry. But this is, I've done it with the Trump tweets. I'm not doing those anymore because, that'd be so many videos. I've done it with, I forgot, Wake Up Congress, because that's very necessary. Still waiting for it. Still waiting for my hopes to happen with that, with both of those. But here's my goal. My goal is to keep you guys informed on this, and I may not do as good as a job as the other video that I linked, but hopefully I raised your awareness about the situation, and hopefully you can tell this fool that what he did was wrong and that he needs to stop, one, acting like he's innocent when A, he isn't unless there's other information to prove it. The video shows many of the facts so far. Unless there's another thing we missed, then fine, I'll issue my apology video if I was wrong. But until then, with what we have so far, what he did was not right, and he needs to apologize. Seriously, this kid is probably, not feeling well right now. He's, okay, some people are, saying, he's probably not happy, questioning himself, gonna kill himself later, maybe, sadly. what I think is he's probably not too happy about this whole situation. Not only because of the freaking action that took place, but also because of the reaction it's getting right now. Like maybe he's getting a little annoyed at this. Maybe he wants to get over it. Like, okay, to people from that school that has the kid in that school, don't bother him with that stuff. Like okay, try to be supportive of him, but don't try to be like, hey, did you get beat up or something? Or like, don't do that, okay? Just don't. That is freaking wrong. Don't do that. Like, try to be supportive. Like, don't throw it in his face too much when you try to be supportive. Don't be too supportive, because like that can be annoying as well. Like, I don't need your support because this is teenage life where it sucks. Teenage life sucks, okay? Like, you're going through all this sorts of emotions, lots of changes. Just don't throw it too much at his face, okay? Please don't do that to him. If any of you are even watching this, just don't, okay? But yeah, that's my thoughts on this video, and my voice is starting to go away because I was talking too much. Just like I said, go watch the video in the description, because I think you'll find more to learn than this video. Oh my gosh. Hopefully you all learned something from this, and hopefully next time I won't rant about something. Bye. Alright, so this is another video I'm making. This is an update I would like to make on that video. So I followed this Ausaki YT to see if there's anything else I can find out about the situation, and okay, so he says, like, he made 2 posts on this new one. He says, I didn't know he was autistic. He was also talking shit to my brother, so I got, sorry for the language, but he said I got pissed off. If I would known he was autistic, I wouldn't have done it. That, please share, I'm sorry. So, this does make me still a little angry, but at least he is still trying to apologize. But the thing that angers me still is still the whole how he live streamed on Fortnite afterwards. Like, okay, he's now starting to apologize, so I'll cut him some slack, but you still played Fortnite afterwards. And this is 1 hour ago. Like, when I recorded my video, that was 2 hours ago. So, you're not in all the clear yet. And also, he said time to give for the next one, he says time to give everyone a little backstory. For 1, people were telling me he was talking mad shit about my brother. For 2, I didn't know he was autistic, or this would have made sense. For 3, he pushed me, so I assumed he was trying to fight. For 4, I grew up in the hood. It may not look like it, but I've had very tough times, and someone pushes you, assume that's trying to toss hands. I'll give him some slack, but still, like, okay, I can understand if you're in the hood, but, like, he just, like, pushed him slightly. He wasn't, like, boom! Like, dear. Like, let's see. Wait, let me, like, here's what I mean. Like, if you want to see the video, like, I'll show you the video right now, if you guys fine with it. Like, if this video gets taken down, I'll cut this part. But, here's the thing. This is the video. Sorry, but... So that's the best I can give you guys. Like, that's basically it. Like, right there. Like, as you see. Like, okay. So, I spent, like, a few seconds, like, I cut some parts out where I was trying to show you it, because, like, some parts you couldn't see it well. Okay. Now, he says, I grew up in the hood. Now, okay. That's like, bad, but, like, here's the thing, though. Like, I'm keep looking at this. You guys pushed him first. Like, really? Like, okay, here's a few problems. Even with all of this still here, there's still a few problems I have with you doing this. Like, now that we have all of this, let's talk about the thing in general. Okay, so... Oh, wait. Alrighty, so... Oh, that's too dark. Alrighty, so, I've given it some thought, and I've come up, and I have a few issues with this new, information. One, okay, if he was talking bad stuff about your brother, then why didn't you just ignore it? Okay, fine, like, he claims I'm in the hood, like, you know, he living in the hood's, like, a hard life or something, so, okay, but how did this whole thing come up? Like, I'm very curious, like, how did this whole thing, like, how did you find out that he was talking bad stuff about your brother? Now, granted, it does seem a little weird or off that you just say, you know, like how did this whole situation come up? Like I was curious, like how did this whole situation come up? Like, was he against autistic people, or was he just like, whatever? Like what are you saying? Like, how was this whole thing start? Was it because of your brother? Like, here's another issue I have. This one, like, okay, he says he, like, if someone pushes you, they're asking for a fight. But you can clearly see in the footage, like, you just go back and you can see it. You can clearly see that the guy pushed the the kid that would get beat up first. Not the kid that would get beat up, but the people in black are the ones that beat up the kid. The people in black pushed him first. He was just pushing him back because like it was like more of a self-defense thing. That's what people do, you idiot. And like, also I'd like to apologize for me using like the words idiot and jerk, because I'm not happy about the situation. Even with this apology, this still doesn't entirely clear his name. Like, the only thing that I'm very happy with is the fact that he says, like, and I'm quoting here, the fact that he says this. He says, please share the word, I'm so sorry. That's the only thing I will accept from this whole thing. Here's an interesting development. Oh, whoops. He just deleted his post, the post with the video. That means I'm the only one who now has that video. Well, it's not very good quality, but that's probably the best video you can find right now. But still, seeing how he just deleted that is kind of incriminating to him. Like, why would you delete a video where you're giving your full story? Well, part of the story. Like, this is the only part, like, this is the only thing that has it. That has that thing now. This might even get taken down. Now, you could claim it's because of the hate he's getting, but that's still, like, why would you do that? You could have left that on there, and, you know, people would then, like, be like, oh, understand or something. So that is not a good sign at his case. So that's another issue I have with his side of the story. And here's another part that really bothers me. Like, really? Like, let me take a break from this for a second. And here's my final issue. I think this is the biggest one. You played Fortnite afterwards. What? Like, okay, if, you know, normally if someone who, like, dealt with all of this, they'd probably take a little break from the channel, maybe cool off a bit, let this all slide at least, like, maybe wait maybe a few weeks. No, just play Fortnite immediately. Like what? Sorry. What? That is the one thing that makes no sense. Like, okay, if he was talking shit about your brother, and like, they had a fight, then you fought someone, and you probably got in trouble because of that. Okay, what do you do next? Play Fortnite and talk trash about the kid and say how, oh, I didn't mean to hurt him or whatever the heck you said. That very much contradicts. Like, those are the few problems I have with that side of the story. They kind of contradict what he is saying. Now, could I could all that been just that? Like, maybe I'm wrong, maybe he felt like, maybe that's how he really felt, like he wanted to push him, maybe instigate a fight, maybe that was what he was feeling or something. Like this raises more questions than answers, and that's not a good thing in his case. Like, it raises more questions and it does not help his case at all. So that's all I'm going to leave it at now. Now, I'll cut him some slack. He's a little bit, just a little bit, tiny bit in the clear, and almost at little level of decency by actually saying, please share, I'm sorry. If that's true, then okay, I'll be fine with that. But his new side of the story does kind of contradict what we've seen from the videos. And seeing how he just deleted it does not help his case at all. So that's where I'll leave it at. And I'm done talking about this now. If there's any more updates, I'll include it, but most likely not so. Bye.